yesterday, I was in Scottsdale Mall, right? One of the malls out here, Phoenix Fashion Mall, where they got all the fancy schmancy stores and everything, Gucci and Balenciaga and all this other stuff I don't even shop at, right? But people who make around the same money as me, probably even less than me, a bit more than me, all shop there just so they can impress everybody who don't care about them. I just never been the one for luxury like that at all. But anyways, as I was looking for something for my up and coming trip now going on, I ran into two basketball players. One former, one just was traded a couple weeks ago. Now, I ran into Danny Granger, of all people. That fool has pretty much been out of the NBA lexicon for I don't know how long now. I don't remember his last season in the NBA. But I ran into him yesterday. He was with his family. These basketball players with their family and don't even avoid them. Man, don't even go near him, but avoid him. I saw him from afar. Not too far. He's probably about like 10 feet ahead of me. And then I ran into Cam Johnson. At first, I didn't even know who it was. I thought he looked familiar, and then people started saying his name, and I looked again. I was like, oh, he gave it a little head nod, gave him the head nod, kept walking. So yeah, I saw two NBA basketball players yesterday in that mall, and people always say you will see an NBA player, NFL player in that mall, but that's the first time I seen it in my 7 years of living out here. But anyways, speaking of basketball players. And I said I was going to do this. And I didn't want to do it at first because when I said I ain't coming back to October, I meant it, right? But I've been hearing a lot of nonsense since I decided to, retire. This Kobe slander, actually, I think the whole Kobe slander started couple of days. I think it was the day before the finals came to its conclusion. This whole, you know what? I wouldn't say it's an overreaction, but what T-Mac said about Kobe, he's wrong, but I don't think he was trying to diss Kobe at all. I think T-Mac has too much respect for his I can't say fallen friend, for his friend. But yeah, T-Mac did have a subpar career, primary because he just didn't have the mindset as Kobe. If he had a little bit more of the mindset as Kobe, he probably could have won more. But also you gotta look at, he did get ravaged with injuries as well, but he just didn't have that work ethic mindset as Kobe. But that didn't trigger me. I was willing to let that go because I didn't think that was a big idea. I think I made a video about it. But I also went on Gilbert Arenas because he echoed that too. Well, you know how ridiculous Gilbert Arenas is. But this whole slander, MJ and Kobe that I've been seeing for the last couple of weeks now, a couple of days now, is getting out of hand. Right? We all know if the late Kobe Bryant was with us still on this planet, none of these guys would be saying anything at all. Because they know they would challenge. This whole Mind the Game podcast, I told y'all a year ago what this was going to be about. This was going to not be, oh, I just want to talk X's and O's like JJ Redneck said about a year ago. No, we all know this was going to be a bunch of revisionist history. Nobody talking about X's and O's. Everybody that come on that channel or that podcast always trying to cater to LeBron's feelings, and KD's been the latest one. This whole basketball players today are more committed to the game thing, it's a bunch of horse-swoggle, which we all know that's not true. These dudes are more committed to playing video games and more committed to uh, finding whatever 304 Jezebel they can find and dip their dipstick in. That's about the game. Of course, getting their money too. What is it? Devin Booker just got a 2-year extension for $145 million. Yeah, Suns ain't winning anything soon. Neither is he. But I just find it funny that they talk about players are more committed, didn't take time off or didn't quit. We all know what KD was saying. He mentioned Michael Jordan. I thought at one point in time KD said Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but who knows? But everybody's trying to, of course, the fans of KD and LeBron are trying to act like this is not a big idea. We all know where this is coming from, because wasn't it LeBron also said that he don't believe Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points, even though things were a little bit different back then when he scored 100 points. Everything wasn't broadcast on national television like it is today. I'm sure if this game was a playoff game or a big time game, it probably would have been televised. But it was a regular game. Warriors versus the Knicks. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Not like it was in New York City, Madison Square Garden, on ABC. No, it wasn't like that. So this whole, I don't think we'll score 100 points. Well, it's been documented for the last 60-something years now. But the whole diss towards Michael Jordan, supposedly the supposed diss on Michael Jordan, we all know where that's coming from too. We all know that LeBron does not fancy Michael Jordan. We all know that he has some serious insecure issues with himself. But the fact that these two are on the podcast, I just find it funny. I find it funny because these two are the epitome of quitting. KD should have never mentioned, both of them should have never mentioned anything about quitting at all, because we all know these two are the biggest quitters in NBA history. Yes, Michael Jordan took some time off to play to play baseball. Yeah. When he did it, he already won 3 rings. Got himself a couple of MVPs, Defensive Player of the Year, defensive teams, Rookie of the Year, Olympic medals. The list goes on. I'm not going to sit here and name everything, because we already know what Michael Jordan had at circa 1993. Jordan was a man committing to challenges and beating that challenge. He already did it. He got the 3-peat, something that Magic and Larry Bird, Kareem did not do. He got it. At age of 30, he got a 3-peat. As the man, I should say. The main man. No co-in man, the main man. He did it. He beat Magic. He beat Clyde. He beat Charles Barkley. It's time to do something else for him. But then he came back and did it again. Also, let's not forget that this was a very tough time for Mike in 93, because he lost his father as well. What has KD done that supersedes Michael Jordan? What has LeBron done that has superseded Michael Jordan? Nothing, really. These two quit. KD quit in 2016. His words, basically. He wanted to go join Golden State. He quit on Westbrook. He quit on Serge Ibaka. Steven Adams. He quit on his team. decided to go join Steph Curry. I'm going to get to Steph Curry in a minute. And Draymond and Clay. He decided to go join them. And took the easy way out. And then, now, because he don't got the freaking balls to tell Draymond Green to shut the hell up, he decided, and of course he don't have the balls to stand on his 2 feet, he listens to the media and goes to Brooklyn. I do find it funny that he on the podcast with Steve Nash, sitting across from Steve Nash, which Steve Nash and supposedly Kyrie Irving didn't respect at all, and James Harden included in there, but I'm going to get to him soon too. You go to Brooklyn, you fail there, you lose a very thrilling 7-game series to someone you thought was beneath you. Both of these guys think are beneath him. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, he beats KD, James Harden, Kyrie. Yeah, Kyrie was hurt, but whatever. Too bad, too sad. I do like Kyrie, but too bad, too sad. And he ends up going in the next year with Kyrie because James Harden decided he wanted to quit the Brooklyn Nets and go and join that loser over in Philly. What happened? 2022. He gets swept by the Boston Celtics. Horrifically. Badly. Terribly. Got shut down. But guess what that lesser playing Giannis Antetokounmpo did? Well, he's number 2 alongside of him. Putting up 30 points a game against the Boston Celtics, took him to 7 games without Chris Middleton, his number 2. Jordan would have eviscerated that Boston Celtics defense. Because he already did it already. 36 years before that. With a better Boston Celtics team. With better players on there. 63 points. Anybody remember that? Alright. KD gets shut down in Brooklyn. Decides he wants to jump ship and come out here. What happens? Gets his ass beat by the Denver Nuggets. What happens the year after that? Gets his ass beat by Michael Jordan's supposed son and Anthony Edwards. Swept, actually. And then this past season, he didn't get to the playoffs. What's he decide to do? The Suns didn't want me. Well, that might be true because they don't want your old ass. You didn't do nothing for them. You always hurt. Coming up short. So they trade your ass to Houston. And you're probably going to fail on Houston. LeBron, you quit too many times. Quit in 2010. Decided, I'm going to take my talents to South Beach. You jumped ship, joined your boy Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. You failed the first year there because J.J. Barrera, Jason Terry, which nobody really gets respect to, Deshaun Stevenson was part of that. Then nobody never mentioned his name because he did take some shots at LeBron during that series. Not Jason Terry. Both Jasons, Jason Terry and Jason Kidd, J.J. Barrera, Deshaun Stevenson, even Sean Murray had some cracks at you. You get shut down. You score 8 points in the finals game, averaging 17 points a game, something that Kobe Bryant never do, but Kobe gets disrespected constantly. But Kobe Bryant never had even in the 2 finals losses he had, never really had a series where he just got shut down and became lesser of a man. Alright, you come back the next year, you beat a young Kevin Durant, Westbrook, and James Harden. Some questionable ability about that. And a shortened season as well. You come back the next year. It took Ray Allen and Greg Popovich's stupid ass coaching to get you that second ring. And then after that, Spurs wanted to take some revenge. They beat your ass. You quit on the Miami Heat because you decided, Dwayne Wade ain't the same Dwayne Wade anymore. I need something far younger and more powerful. Emperor Palpatine's quote from Revenge of the Sith. But anyways, he ended up going back to Cleveland because you see something more, far younger and more powerful than Kyrie Irving. You hijacked that team. You failed the first season there. Granted, there was no Kevin Love. There was no Kyrie Irving. You come back the next season, all of a sudden Draymond Green getting suspended. You know what? Draymond Green had it coming that season, though, that playoff run. He was kicking everybody. He had it coming. But Draymond Green gets suspended for one game, something that's never heard of in the finals game, and you win that in 70 games. And that right there made you the GOAT, right? Even though you got all these holes in your story, all these blemishes in your story, but I guess that makes you the GOAT right there. And then you tried to trade for Kyrie Irving. You trying to get rid of Kyrie Irving. So he leaves you the year after 17, after you couldn't beat the now loaded Golden State Warriors, which another quitter decided to jump on there with Steph Curry. We all know who that is because we already mentioned him already. And then you come back the next year and try to build another super team with a bunch of broken parts, literally with Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Derrick Rose, all these people. Didn't work. Get swept out the finals. All of a sudden you got a cast on your hand. And then you decide to jump ship in the land of angels that really ain't angels, but you try to jump ship to somebody else's kingdom, in Kobe Bryant's kingdom, and so far you've been very subpar because nobody respects that bubble chip. And now your ass is trying to hold that team hostage. Now, once your ass just retire because nobody wants you no more. Does Savannah even want you anymore? But you out there wearing purses and tight-ass bell-bottom jeans? These two are ridiculous, man. These are the epitome of what the NBA should not be. These two, both balding grays over here. One got taco meat on top of his head. The other just got a whole dead lawn on top of his head. Both of them got dead lawns on the top of their head. Just won't let it go. Both of them insecure. Very beta. Yeah, I said it. Very beta. Very whiny. Won't retire. Because they still think they got something to prove. But they got nothing to prove at all. Yeah, they ain't top 10. Never will be top 10 in my book. And many others' book. Maybe they might be top 10 to they raggedy ass fans. That don't know nothing. But they ain't top 10. At all. Won't come close. Will never be. Quitters. And they can't even hold Michael Jordan's jockstrap. And never will come close to Michael Jordan. Won't even come close to Wilt. These dudes, man, they seriously need to retire. All these old ass, I say it for the heck of this video. All these old ass niggas need to retire. Just go sit down somewhere. Your time is up. These two, James Harden, sit down. Kawhi, he getting there. Sit down. They got a whole nursing team over there with the Clippers. Now that they have Brook Lopez. A bunch of old ass dudes. Go sit down. Time is up. Now, Steph Curry's a different one right there. Steph Curry ain't the one sitting on podcasts revising history. That's why I ain't put Steph Curry in there. Steph Curry can stay in the league as long as he want. He can stay in the league as long as he want. Because he ain't out here revising history at all. He ain't talking this nonsense. But these other dudes, man, go sit down somewhere and shut the hell up. Because y'all just be talking nonsense right now. Making up things as you go. And Jeff T. Let me get on Jeff T right quick, cause Jeff T talk about, I don't think Kobe Bryant deserves those defensive teams. Well, my boy, Jeff T, you wouldn't have a ring at all if it weren't for the ones that think, the two that I mentioned earlier, that think are beneath them and talent wise, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis Antetokounmpo carried your ass like a backpack. Giannis Antetokounmpo embodies the Mamba mentality. If it weren't for his play on the offensive side of the court and defensive side of the court, because he does play two ways, your ass would be sitting on there with one ring. Your ass is underachievable. Underachieving the league. Well, he just said like a couple of weeks or a month ago that he said that 60-win Atlanta Hawks team should have won a finals or something like that. Should have can beat the Oklahoma City Thunder. This current Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, I don't even think that team can beat the team that you freaking won a ring with. I don't think so. I know that fact. I don't think they could. So that was a very overrated team. These dudes just be talking, man. They got bums like Jeff T trying to question Kobe Bryant's heart, willpower, his accomplishments. All these dudes are trying to do that. But I guarantee if Jeff T had to go one-on-one on Kobe, he ain't winning. I don't even think he'll score a bucket. No, I don't think he would. I got all these underachieving ass dudes talking about dudes who accomplish way more than them, more respected, and that's the problem. They feel insecure about their whole career. That's why they keep talking all this weird ass nonsense. Take shots at the Kings because they a bunch of poppers. Bunch of court jesters out here. Forget poppers, bunch of court jesters out here. And guess what, KD? You've been on 3 teams since Giannis whooped your ass 4 years ago. And they keep trying to make Giannis leave Milwaukee. He ain't leaving. And I'm going to laugh if the Bucks win before y'all win. And down in Houston. I'm going to have a good laugh. Shoot, you better hope you don't make it to the finals against the Bucks if they get there. Because they beat you. Giannis beat your ass. Giannis beat your ass again. If Giannis beat your ass again, I'm putting Giannis above you. Matter of fact, I'm already putting Giannis above your ass. Because he got it out the mud. The ski mask way, the hard way. Your ass decided to go join Steph Curry and get 2. Jordan never had to join someone else to get 2. Kobe never had to join somebody else to get 2. Giannis ain't joining someone else to get 2. Hakeem didn't join someone else to get 2. Bird didn't join someone else to get 2. You did. Y'all both did. You and LeBron had to join someone else to get 2 and 3. And still underachieve. How both of y'all create so many super teams and still fail at it? That's the most funniest part about it. Y'all two joined not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know how many super teams so far in combination and still fail. That's ridiculous. That's crazy to me. But LeBron says ring culture is toxic, but here you are just trying to scheme up another way to get out of LA so you can join another team. Yeah, sure, buddy. Both of these dudes are ridiculous, man. Anyways, I said enough.